Okay, guys, welcome back, man. Look, I'm excited, man. This is your partner. This is your partner, Frankie P. I'm excited. This is the BS of Entrepreneurship podcast. This is
Maria P.
Tracy P.
And let me do the correct introduction. Today, let me just say this. If you are in the DMV, probably internationally by now, this brother right here, he has been doing some of the largest parties in this area. It's not only taking you nationally, but now he's taking you internationally. This brother, we've been talking here for a couple of minutes now, and he's just the smoothest, laid-back brother you ever wanted to meet. My brother, Damon Scott. D. Scott, baby, D. Scott. Man, welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Nice to be here.
Yes, sir. Man, we're gonna hop into because most people who see this, they pretty much know you out in their community, out on the party scene, and they know you to be the successful entrepreneur and promoter. But let's just take a step back.
Okay.
And just let the people know, let them know who is D. Scott and how did you get to be where you are today?
All right, first things first, my name is Damon Scott. I'm a native Washingtonian, born in Greater Southeast Hospital in Washington, D.C. My family, I was raised in Southeast, actually. My grandparents,
Yes, sir.
1501 W Street Southeast, right next to Fred Douglas' house. So that's kind of where I got my passion and love just for people. Because I'm a firm believer family is everything. And so growing up in the family, my grandmother had 9 kids. And I was raised, we showed each other love. And so that stuck with me. I didn't realize until I became an adult how much that would affect who I am as an individual. And that's why I'm so humble. My grandfather was a doctor. And my grandmother raised 9 kids. At a later age, she became a substitute teacher. My mom was a single parent, no father in my life. But I had uncles. I had 6 uncles that made sure I kind of went the right direction to come to life. Because back in that era, you know, the 70s, early 80s, drugs, D.C. D.C. was considered the murder capital of the world.
Yeah.
I remember as a young kid sitting on my grandma's porch watching the Z's go up and down the street, watching the Pathfinders go up and down the streets, the 190 Benz. You know, I see the Benz come down the alley from Butler Gardens. The whole era, gunshots, you know, dippers. I mean, just everything from the era, I was able to stay away from it because my family had a strong family foundation. And so from there, I love the game of football. Competitive. I mean, you can't be a young man and have 6 uncles and not play football.
Get out there.
I mean, we had neighborhood football games. We played against Butler Gardens. We played against Minnesota Avenue Crew. We played down at Anacostia football field. We had throwback tackle. We would be in the Fred Douglas parking lot playing touch. And the older guys in the neighborhood, all the hustlers back in the day, they get together. I can say that, right?
Right.
All the hustlers back in the day.
Absolutely.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
All the hustlers back in the day,
Keeping it real.
they were betting against games. And so they were, you put the money down, whoever win, the neighborhood take it on. And so that competitive juices, those competitive spirits. And you also develop athleticness. You develop how to run, catch, and just that competitive spirit, just want to win. And so that's kind of, so as a young kid, I started playing football as a young kid. And then I grew up. Actually, my mom migrated to Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Okay.
Let me backtrack. My mother, we also have family in Vienna, Virginia. I won't leave them out. They see this, they be like, "Oh, don't forget your family."
VA. Shout out to the VA.
Vienna, Virginia. My great grandmother, my mom's grandmother, 532 Orchard Street has been in our house, our family history. I believe about 107 years. 107 years. We still own the house.
Woo!
My Aunt Dolores, big shout out to Aunt Dolores. She's the one taking over the house. And my great grandmother had 11 kids. My Aunt Dolores is the only one living in Vienna, Virginia. First Baptist Church of Vienna is the church we went to back then.
Okay.
So my mom moved out there because they just want to take it out. All the aunts and uncles are gone, so they need the grandchild to come in and take it out. So my mother moved us from the DMV and from Maryland to Virginia, and I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it.
Okay.
I grew up in D.C. I was in D.C. and we moved to Virginia.
Slow.
I cried like very slow, very slow. I went around the neighborhood, but you know what? The biggest thing it taught me though is diversity. It taught me how to handle diversity because different demographics, different classmates. You know, I'm with Mikey and Richie and Sarah and Julie and hi, you know, versus Laquita and Keisha and Crystal. You know, so it was a different. Now I used to come back around my grandmother's where you say, "You talk so proper. You talk so proper." Like, so they used to pick on me,
right? Because
I spoke differently, which is a blessing now,
right?
You know, it's a blessing. Back then I didn't know, but nevertheless, my mom was a single parent, raised us. We stayed out there in Vienna, Virginia for a few years. Then we migrated back to PG County, and where my school was schooling through Prince George's County Public Schools, and I graduated from Sewell Senior High School. I was
the Rams. Shout out to the Rams.
Shout out to the Rams.
Yeah.
Played football, ran track. Captain of the football team. I was most popular, homecoming king, homecoming prince. I was on the homecoming court all 4 years. All 4 years in high school.
Wow.
From 9th grade, Lord, to 10th grade, Duke. From 11th grade, Prince, and 12th grade, of course, the king. Wow. So for every year, I was on the homecoming court every single year in high school.
Wow.
Had no idea what was going on. So let me say this. So this individual you got right now, they just stopped me doing parties. I've been confident for a very long time. But humble. Confident for a very long time because it happened when I was a kid. I didn't know.
Question. How do you differentiate the two from being too humble and too confident? How do you split that? Okay, so business is not just done. A lot of guests, we do 4,000 or 5,000 guests. They travel. They see the finished product. But there's a lot of hard work goes behind the scenes to where I'm literally being aggressive, negotiating contracts, doing walkthroughs in hotels, discussing the contract with artists, going over a lot of other things to where it doesn't just happen when the lights come on. We playing, Mike, I'm playing in Dubai. I'm playing in pink and white in August of 2023. Playing all black in 2020 and 2023. Playing New Year's Eve already. So I'm already playing all these things already. Getting ready for Miami in June. So I'm already playing these things already. So I literally, when it comes time to the radio, the TV, the glitz, the glam, the news, I'm just humble. I'm just laid back because I feel like you know, I want to sit back and want everybody to have a good time. How long have you been negotiating with the radio stations? And I think it's not TV anymore. And are you going strictly for radio ads, or are you doing social media? How you doing your marketing? So now, big shout out to 96.3 WHUR, the Magic 102.3, and also this past New Year's Eve we did WPGC 95.5. So these are years of relationships. I literally have them on speed dial. Whatever I need, I don't have to send an email or do an RF to try to see if I get on the slot. I call directly. That's based on relationships. Any business, the reason why we have grown as a team, is through relationships, relationship building. That's key. And that's what it's all about. And I don't care whether it be family, church, school, it's all about relationships. So I'm the same, I'm consistent. You know, and I stay humble because I understand business. I understand that in order to be successful, you need to have longevity. People gotta like you. Yeah. Real talk. They gotta. Especially being in DC will talk about you in a minute. I've been talking about so much. Oh, I saw you. You didn't speak to me. Well, I didn't even see you. With 4,000 people. You know, I didn't see you. So that's why I go out of my way to shake hands and kiss babies. Got you. I go out of my way to do everything. Even if I don't remember your name, I'm gonna show you love. Okay, who you are. If it could be your first time, you could become for 15 years. I'm gonna show her be consistent with everybody and treat everybody like they're VIP. But they are important. Everybody's important. Yes.
Have you ever thought about politics?
You know what? I actually, I'm telling you, that was a so I was labeled the mayor like 10 years ago at the DM. Like jokingly, I said, "You the mayor of DC, mayor of DMV." People have come to me saying, "You ever thought about running in public office?" You know what? I never really thought about it. I feel like I could because of my business acumen level, from my experience in corporate America and business, and also from being an entrepreneur and being in the community. I think I'm just all about love and peace, and just smiling and just I'm smiling now. I'm just happy, and I get it all the time. Why are you so happy? Why are you so smiling? And I come out and greet everybody. I don't just sit back and pop a bottle or straight champagne, sit back and just watch the guy. I come in and I interact with my clientele. I interact with everybody. And that's what has made me successful in all these years. It's been a long time. Years, decades. Because one thing you said, and I totally agree, and I kind of preach this to my employees, that before you walk through that door as a customer,
You somebody mama, you somebody
Absolutely.
daddy, you somebody uncle, you somebody cousin. You are somebody
Absolutely.
before you even come, in this case, into your event. You somebody. So for me to treat you less than somebody, that doesn't work.
Right, it does, absolutely. And I have zero tolerance for bad customer service. Treat any of my guests with respect. I don't care if they pay $800 or they pay $60. I want everybody to be treated fairly and treated with respect and support. And I won't stop on my way there. If I see an issue with one of my staff members having a challenging part with dealing with a certain issue that they want to event, I'll stop what I'm doing and go see what's going on. How can I help? How can I assist? I got it. Let me make sure you're good. And that's what I do. I've been doing it for years. I mean, that's kind of what I do.
So how did you get your team together? I know you
Right.
partner with other
That was my
people.
question.
And okay.
No, that's
And
good.
then you say you have a staff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the
Staff,
same
security,
people,
engineers.
or do you go to temp agencies? How do you do
All right,
it?
so in the beginning, I started off by myself. Let me tell you about my first. I'll tell you my first party or my first all-white party. Which one should I go
Both.
first? All right, well, growing up in the DC area, I was going to clubs when I was young. Fake IDs. I was going to Mirage,
Georgetown.
Classics. I was going to Triples. I was going to the Ritz.
Man.
I was going to all these clubs, and I was
when we were out
15, 16 years old.
being out there.
Yeah.
I was 15.
Yeah.
I was 15 years old.
I think I remember that fact.
Yeah, you voted for you to be the homecoming king.
And so when I went away to school to Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1990, there was nothing. It was like a culture shock. I stepped on the plane
How did you end up in Tulsa?
So I was an athlete in high school,
Okay.
and I got hurt my senior year. I had a lot of D1 schools looking at me, and I knew I was going to D1. I knew I was going to play on TV because I started varsity from 10th grade, and I got a lot of accolades, and I was a good player.
What's your position?
Running back and
Okay.
safety. Running back, safety. I played kick return, kick off return. I ain't never leave the field. I ain't not from offense, defense.
Wow.
And so and I just knew that my mailbox was full every week with letters. Had boxes left from different colleges. And let me just tell a story if anybody listens real quick, especially for single moms. So when I was all about playing for Clemson, I want to play for Clemson. I want to be on TV. That's like a dream. Growing up in the hood and saying, play on TV. So I was because I was smart. I had a 3.5 GPA in high school. And I was getting recruited by Bucknell, Cornell, Penn, Brown, a lot of Ivy League schools. And of course, I didn't see him on TV. And this is my ignorance at the time. I don't know. I get recruited to all these schools and off me right. I mean, literally want me to come pay for them. And my mother didn't know. So I turned them down. I didn't pay no attention.
Went on TV.
Because it wasn't on TV. Now all these Ivy League schools, and who knows how I would have turned. I'm happy with what I am right now, don't get me wrong. But it's a lesson learned that, if you don't know, you got to ask somebody. And it's okay to ask and don't know. Man, my mother didn't know. She was working 2 jobs, raising me and my little sister. I was in the home working. I was washing clothes at the age of 7. I was cooking at the age of 7. I was changing my little sister's diapers at the age of 2. She was 2 and I was 5 years old, so I was 7 years old. Changing her diapers. Living in the home all day long by myself.
Because you said it was 9 of you guys.
Well, it was just me and my sister. 9.
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother had
Get
9
the
kids.
story straight.
Follow the stories. That's
Yeah.
right.
So my grandmother had 9 kids. So when I graduated, I didn't want to be a stat. I didn't want to be on the corner selling drugs. I didn't want to be killed or murdered. Be called crossfire. Because back in DC we considered the murder capital of the world. So I wanted to get away. My brain said I want more out of life. I want to get away. And so I went to school in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I studied aviation maintenance. So by trade, I'm a certified airplane mechanic. By trade, I'm working on turbine engines, ailerons, fuselage, working on the fuselage, the flaps. I work everything, turbine engines, everything in Tulsa, Oklahoma. When I got out there, it was predominantly Caucasian school. It was maybe 10% African Americans. And I went to school with some individuals who never seen black people day in their life. That was a wake-up call. They never ever seen black. He said, black person I've seen in my life was Eddie Murphy. The true story, and I'm not exaggerating. These are true stories. When we talk all the time, I said, "My God, what have I got myself into?" So, but I adjusted. You know what? I'm here to get my graduate, get my diploma, and get up out of here.
Did you play football then?
I did not.
You got hurt in your.
I got hurt.
In your senior year.
I got hurt my senior year. So they said, look, we'll come out here and go to school. I just want to get away. I just want to get away. And then, go ahead, sorry.
But tell them again. You said that you went to Tulsa, Oklahoma to do what? You were going to do what?
Study aviation maintenance.
And to get what?
My diploma.
Yes.
My degree, my diploma, everything. So I wanted to graduate. So I didn't want to use athletics as a means for me not to be successful in life. So I wanted to go in a different direction. And I got another story about Tulsa, Oklahoma, which I didn't know.
Come on.
So when I first went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tulsa was very segregated. Got north, south, east, and west. Wow. And when I got there, I'm like, where are all the black people? This is the early 1990s. All the black people. I didn't see no black folks. The ones I did, they had Jerry curls with gold teeth. They was riding on Dayton's because they were like literally going trying to be like LA at that time. Well, with Easy and DJ Quick back in the all. They was too short. They was going there.
Too short.
And so me from DC, I'm like, I'm not dealing with folks with Jerry curls and all that. What the hell is this? I'm going to have my gold chain, my name and diamond, had a gold bracelet. I had all this going to school, my used jeans. Like I'm feeling fresh and fly. AJ, exactly. My Guess jean outfit had a green one, a brown, and a red one. So I'm going out like I'm ready. I'm here to do my thing. So when it came to social life, hanging out, there was nothing for anybody to do. There was all country clubs. Caravan was a cowboy club. Limelight was for the white folks, techno music and all that. So it wasn't nothing for black folks. So anything you want to do for black people, you got to go on the north side. North side. Over the railroad tracks, go to the north side. That's all the black people are. So
How many times you hear over the railroad tracks?
Over the railroad tracks.
And that's where we are.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah, over the railroad tracks. And so a group of friends, I met some guys from New York, Detroit, Florida, North Carolina. We all kind of bonded. We had kind of stuck together. Called ourselves the Afros. I'm going to the story. Okay. We called ourselves the Afros. And so we kind of stuck together. So we went over to the north side and we started clubbing at the north side. Then if we want to go out, we go to the north side. So come back and say, you know what? I need some action. I need some around some younger folks. I need some action. Come from DC, going to clubs on Friday nights and Sunday nights, and it's all so you know what? I'm gonna throw a party. So my first party ever I did in my life, I had a 2-bedroom apartment over top of a waterfall in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My rent was $350. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a fireplace. $350. You was living, baby. I was living, boy. I was living $350.
And a
fireplace. I was living. And so my first part, I said, I didn't come home that year for Christmas. So I said, you know what? I did DC meets Tulsa Thanksgiving Bash.
Oh. So that was your first one?
That was my first party I ever did in my life.
Wow.
The name.
Yes, the name.
DC meets Tulsa Thanksgiving Bash. This is November 1990. So we got some notebook paper. My boy Sean from Chicago was a good artist. He drew an afro. He bring a bottle for the trash can, bring fruit, bring juices. We just had a party, and he was a DJ from Chicago, so he DJ'd, and we just moved all the furniture out of my living room, put it in the bedrooms. And we just had the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, and we just partied like crazy. When we promoted on regular notebook paper. We made copies at Kinko's, whatever it was, or Staples, whatever it was back then, Office Depot. We went around and passed out flyers. And I worked at the movie theater. I was the first African American working at the movie theater. Woodley Hills General Cinema, and off of Warrior Drive in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was the first African American ever working at a movie theater.
Wow.
Up there.
The only reason why they hired me because I was clean cut. I spoke well.
And you were black.
And I was black. But the other black folks didn't hire because they had jerry curls and they were t-shirts. Exactly. So
he fit into.
I feel what they're looking for.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
And so I would pass out flyers. I was supposed to when young come through. I pass out flyers to the high school kids, college kids, because Oral Roberts University was there, Tulsa University was there. So I passed out flyers. And that party was lit. Oh my God. That's the first thing I got to do at the party. So
did you charge at the party or?
No, the first one we did. Okay. First we just made it free. We just want to have a good time.
Yep.
So the next one though, party got too big, so they said, David, look, your house, your apartment's too big, so we have a clubhouse up here that you can rent out, like $200. Clubhouse, to my apartment complex. Nice clubhouse with a pool. So we did part 2. So I do parties on a regular basis. That's when I started charging $10.
Wow.
So
what you said, man, so you saw a need,
yep.
And you said, you know what? Let me fill this need because so if you are listening right now, understand that there's a product or a service that you can fulfill, and just find out what it is. I'm assuming that you had an image in your mind
Absolutely.
of what was going to happen. You have an image in your mind of what's going to happen from your product or your service to fill this need, and then you just what made you pull the trigger? Because there are a lot of people right there who have ideas, but they're afraid to pull the trigger. What made you pull the trigger?
Well, they told me if I do no part of my apartment, they were going to evict me. So I said, so that means I say, well, I need to change it up.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know how to drive the north side just to go party, hang out. And you got to be over 21. Like I had to fake ID. That I bought from home, so I was able to get in. But all of my friends, the college students who look for something to do, we don't go hear no country music all day long, techno music. No, we hear some hip hop, hear some rap. And so I felt, you know what, I'm that need. I'm gonna supply the need. And so from there, it just took off from there. I'll never forget. I collected all the money. So one thing I did, I let we had a team, they promote, and we in college, so we had like 6 of us. But I was the one collecting all the money. I had a little female friend that was there. I said, look, this is what you do. Charge her about $10. We'll get them some money from me till the end of the night. If you get too much cash, just call me and I'll take the money from you. So at the end of the night, I'll never forget this. Thank you. You jogged my memory. So after the party was over with, I had a knot full of money in my pocket. So everyone said, I know we make some how we do. I said, you know what? Let's go to Denny's. So I said, everybody pack us and meet everybody to Denny's. I took everybody to Denny's and treated everybody to Denny's. I sat at the head of the table. I'll never forget this true story. You might make me cry.
Go ahead.
I said at the head of the table like a boss. I didn't know that back then. And I paid for everybody's meal at Denny's, like everybody $20. And they was just so like elated. Cause kind of we broke.
Because they got a chance to party, meet women, eat for free, and got some change in their pocket while going to college.
And they knew they was gonna get it again.
And you're gonna get it again.
But
exactly.
you know, the other thing is that they actually put this together with him, with his help. You know, so that also put them on a different level as well. You know, the 6 of you guys.
Yeah,
right?
6 of us.
So yeah, of course they were feeling some type of way.
Yeah, that made them look good when they was walking through the hallways. It's cool.
Yep. So from there, I graduated after that, and then I came home. And I came home and I didn't do any party when I first came home. I was just trying to get me a job.
Okay.
You know, back then we had the Gulf War, and the aviation industry was kind of like laying people off because of the Gulf War, except for the 9/11. And so there were no jobs available. So I needed to work. I needed to do something. My uncle was like, go overseas, go to Saudi Arabia, and get tax-free money. I just came from Saudi Arabia. I went to school in Oklahoma. They called the N-word. And got security tell me I don't live here. My own place is where I reside. Tell me I can't drive my own place, go to my own house because I'm black. Yeah, true story. Because I'm black. You don't live around here. Y'all don't live around here. So who's y'all? You don't talk about nigga boy. They call me nigga boy. Yeah, so yeah, it was crazy. Never ever going to DC. I never experienced that.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma, it was a culture shock for me. Needless to say. So yeah.
But you don't regret it, Lee.
No.
I'm sure it made you
No, I did not regret it. It made me deal with corporate America. It made me deal with other nationalities and develop patience. I developed a way to where I need how I handle myself, how I speak, how I communicate my communication skills.
Exactly.
I love it. Communication skills.
I had to change a bit.
And I think that's very important. I was just talking to Gabby about these 2 young ladies, twins that I saw on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, you guys are 22 years old, but you sound like you're 15. You know, just the way their communication.
Right.
And these young people do not understand that you have got to become articulate out here if you're trying to get a job. Okay,
Absolutely.
You can't talk like you talk when you're at home. And a lot of them don't expand. They don't leave DC. They don't want to. They want to just stay right here in this little bubble and think that it's going to be like that all the time, but it's not. So thank you for coming on the show and giving us that story about your relationships here in DC, and then how you decided to venture out. It didn't change who you were, but you learned some things.
Absolutely.
And you know now how to deal with corporate America, where a lot of people get stuck. They get stuck in this. I don't even understand it.
And it
What?
all happened when you started in Capital Heights.
So Capital Heights in South East.
How you
Absolutely.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, you're right.
Switched it around.
That's what you're right.
Yeah.
So you were prepared when you went out there. You just said that you was going to be golden anymore.
I didn't. That's fact.
That's
I
the only
didn't.
thing.
I did not know that. I had no idea. So yeah.
Now, when you came back to DC, how you said you took did you intentionally not want to throw parties, or how did you get back into getting into the
All right.
party?
So when I came back, I just had to be home. Can I be honest? I want to hit the club. I want to go to the Ritz. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to DC Live. I want to hang out with my boys. You know, I want to meet some new women. I just want to have a good time. I want to enjoy life a little bit.
Right.
And spend time with my family. So I met a young lady coming from a Maxwell show at the Ritz at DC Live one night, who wanted to be my wife. I met her and we got married like 2 years later. She was in Baltimore. She was at the Maxwell concert. And then I was married and I was having a birthday party. So I saw, big shout out to Puffy. I was showing Puffy was on Essence Magazine. He was having his all-white party at the Hamptons. It was dope. I saw the cover of it. I mean, I was like, wow, all white at the Hamptons. Nice. And so what I said, I liked the Christmas of the all white. It was classy, it was sexy. So I said, I'm going to do a birthday party like that. So I had one of my birthday parties is an all white yacht in Baltimore. Like I said, the Baltimore lady, Bay Lady of Baltimore. An all white party. Listen, for social media, anything happened. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to have maybe like 50 guests. So my wife was like, cool, no problem at the time. So word traveled that they was having a birthday party. It was all white on a boat in Baltimore. And then it just kind of blew up like wildfire. And it went from 50 people to 75 people to 100 people to 150 people.
Wow. How'd you get all them on the boat?
The boat held like 250.
Oh, okay. It was one of the big ones.
Yes, one of the big boats.
Because we want to go.
So my wife at the time, she was so mad and jealous. She's like, all these people come from. I said, they just show me love. I don't know. The word traveled. They won't come on and show me love for my birthday.
You charge, right?
No, hear me out. Here's the kicker. This was when the light bulb would go off. No, I didn't charge. I was paying them. Like $45, whatever it was.
Okay.
Cruise. I was paying them. I wasn't thinking about making money.
Oh, for this one, because it was
my birthday party.
Okay.
I just want everybody to come on and have a good time.
Okay.
I didn't charge. I didn't do no flyers. I think I did some little paper. So I don't remember how I promoted it.
Oh, I'm trying to do numbers. That's about $5,000.
Right. The little postcard. All I did for my birthday and it turned off 50 people to like 150 people, almost 200 people. Mm-hmm. I was astonished. I'm like, and then my wife got mad at me. Said, well, all these people, all these women, all these guys come in, and I had a birthday. Someone said, "Dang, see, Dang, he look fine, he look good, girl." She mad at me.
They didn't know she was your
Nah, she didn't know. They didn't know. Nah. There was no social media like that.
Right.
Everybody knew I was married, though. But still, even if they didn't know, so what? They give me a compliment.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, I hope I'm not saying anything wrong. Mm-hmm. It's just a compliment. So I didn't know. I didn't know anything about that. So then she got mad at me. But like, I don't want to go with y'all, these people. I'm like, hey, look, if I could introduce everybody on this yacht, I would. But I can't, because I don't let everybody on the yacht. They just came to show me love and support me.
Gotcha.
So after that was over with, that's when the light bulb went on. I said, hold on. Like you just did the math? Hold on. 150, 200 people, $45 a person. I ain't get none of that money. Mm-hmm. They got all the money. Mm-hmm. So, no, we're not doing that again. Mm-hmm. So that's when I first started doing my own parties. Mm-hmm. I started doing white parties. All white parties. That's when I started. My first all white party, I did it at Reggie's Sports Cafe. Yeah, it used to be called Half Note.
Yeah, I remember Reggie's. That's down the street.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah, I used to go to Reggie's.
Yeah, Reggie's Sports Cafe.
Yeah. Yep, and then they did change that.
Change the Half Note. So I did my all white parties and I did my black parties there.
Okay.
I did my all white party there, and then from there, Reggie's got too small. Then I moved into the 94th Air Squadron.
Oh, I remember that.
94th Air Squadron.
So now, this just is off the cuff.
That's not that far from here.
Right down the street. College Park.
So,
College Park.
Oh yeah.
So did you go to school, or because it sounds just off the cuff like your marketing is just like fire?
Right.
How did you come
part
up?
of that is because of his popularity.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day we didn't have social media and all that.
And we didn't have nowhere to go for real, like with all white and all
so
that.
a lot of it was more word of mouth.
But even just the all white party, that thing, the theme party.
Puffy.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Puffy.
Oh, you say shout out to Puffy. Oh, okay.
It's
You gotta pay
magazine.
attention to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can write a book right now.
His Essence magazine cover intrigued me and motivated me. That's how I want
Ah, okay.
to do. What am I doing, White Party?
Oh, white party
What am I doing?
Hamptons.
I remember.
Yeah, what am I doing that? So
They
Like,
wasn't
white.
at all.
not at all. So and then it was catchy and it just kind of blew up.
Mhm.
Blew up from there to where I started doing events and then my all white party was the first and then during the holidays I'm gonna show you how an all black party started. All black started out of my towns, out of my house. Because I love the holiday. I love the family getting together. I always do an Italian feast where we do Italian themed dinner. And actually my own Italian kind of started with my family. Doing it, all the family get together, my immediate family, have Italian dinner, break bread, exchange gifts, just a great time.
Mhm.
So I incorporated with my family, my boys. We got together and we bought our dates at the time with wives, with girlfriends. We got together and drank, played music, played cards, and we were dressed in all black. And then my house got too small.
Again.
And then I moved in there and went into Reggie Sports Cafe, where the all black party kind of took off from there. And now, just this past 2023, we had like almost 5,000 people.
That's awesome.
So how did you start going down to South Beach and going outside of the DMV? How did that come about?
All right, so big shout out to Dirk Davis, my big brother Dirk Davis. He turned me on to Black Film Fest. So Black Film Festival was about 12, 13 years ago. 13 years ago. Black Film Fest was like, he was trying to get me to go. At the essence, you gotta go to Black Film Fest. Gotta go to Black Film Fest. It's the best time to be in Miami. So I started going to Black Film Fest, and I love the vibe. I love the mature crowd. See a lot of stars, a lot of NBA players, NFL players. It was just a hot spot. And I love what they was doing. I love the whole. Yeah, actually, I met Will Packer back then. She was talking about Will Packer. Now see where he is now. So back then, I was just getting started off, and I said, you know what? Once the party was over, there was nothing else for people to do.
Okay.
People still wanted to party. Back in Miami, we'll go down Atlanta, Miami, they'll pick out a line. If you ain't dressed properly, or if you're looking certain way, you're not getting in their clubs. And then all African Americans not into all, we are what we are. We have a lot of attractive women, but sometimes for them, they don't fit their MO. So they're gonna let them in the club. So I didn't like that.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? So I say, you know what? Let me create something that we all can go to, regardless how you look, regardless. I want everybody to come and have a good time. So everybody deserves to have a good time. And so I started first off doing my own hotels. I started booking my own hotels in Miami. And I'll never forget, I called it Be Fly, Be You, Be Yourself in South Beach. Of that effect. D-Sky weekend in South Beach. And I just kind of like did the same time with ABFF. And I started booking my own hotels. I started doing welcome mixes. I started partying with certain clubs, developing relationships, and then I'll get them in the clubs. Look, I got 100 people. They said, well, hey, give me 100 wristbands. I'll take care of folks. Take my little cut, pay me, and it just kind of grew from there. It grew and grew and grew and grew.
So let me ask you, because I know that you have the successes, but sometimes you have challenges.
Absolutely.
Absolutely have challenges. How did you deal? Tell me about one or two of the challenges that you can remember, and what did you do to overcome that challenge?
All right, so the biggest challenge is that when you get partners. All right, if it's not about the people, it's about the people. Okay, all money ain't good.
Say that again.
If it's not about the people, it's about the people. All money is not good money.
That's it. Right.
So years ago, I didn't know I was going to last as long as I had. I didn't know. I just knew that I want to treat people fairly, hope people have a good time, and I want to do good business. I want to do business with integrity. I'm not trying to cheat nobody. I'm not trying to rob anybody. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to take money out of the door or take money. I'm not trying to steal. I want to do it because, number one, teamwork makes dreams work. If you got people who are successful, mind like yourself, you work together as a goal, you can be successful. If you got somebody veering off the street, the tracks, okay, it can derail the train. Okay, all right, and so I've had the business problems I have now weren't the business problems that I had in the beginning. So I was doing it by myself. I was like 5 years in, doing it on my own. Then I met a gentleman by the name of Vaughn Jameson. He like, you know what, Vaughn's my guy. Vaughn's like, man, I like what you're doing. You know what? Can I hop on with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't like doing business. Right? You seem like you're a cool, down to earth guy, and I love to do business. So he and I started doing parties. He did 94th Air Squadron with me, and then they closed up. And then me and Vaughn was on a different level. All right, so At the time, it's just he and I. So if I'm out hustling, I drive 45 minutes to make $200 or make $100. I do it so what? Because I'm a hustler, I'm a grind. But some people don't do that. It ain't worth my time. So if you think about it, if you get paid $100 an hour, any job you are right now in the day, so when you everyday work life, who would want to get paid $100 an hour?
Correct.
So if I can make $100 in 20 minutes, why wouldn't I do it?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer for me. So I hustle. That's my mentality. My mentality. I drive. If I drive to Virginia, if I make $700, it's take me 45 minutes. So I made $700 in 45 minutes. Who wouldn't do that? It is legal. I'm not standing on the corner. I'm not affecting the community. I'm not putting anybody in danger. I don't give them all the. I'm all about the service. Oh, damn, you met me for real? Yeah, I'll meet you. Even now, I still meet people. You meet me, I'll meet no problem because I stay humble. That's what kept me humble. Keep my eyes and stay focused to the streets and the community. When people see, Lord, I'm out here meeting you, I'll meet you no problem. So, get back to the people piece. Years passed, I got a few other partners, but it just didn't work out. Everybody went not on the same level. Some people want to do go-go music and all that because that's I'm not doing go-go. I'm not doing it. I want to do different things. And then I developed some other partners. Actually, one of my partners got another name, Olatunji Choni. He's actually the longest tenured member of my team right now. He and I got together, and we've been together for 10 years now. Actually.
Wow.
And we like-minded. You know what I'm saying? We vibe off each other. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges. One of the biggest. Also, I would say this: we got someone stole $10,000 from us. A booking agent. We book a lettucey. People lie. People not honest, and so
That is true.
they're not honest. So you think someone is in the industry, you think somebody's plugged in, the plug, quote unquote plug. They say they know this person. They say they show you the name of the phone. They know him, but they really don't know him. So this particular individual saying that he knew lettucey and saying that he get a deal for us outside of going through booking agency, ICM, or going through Universal. I said, cool, no problem. So everything seemed legitimate. While on the $10,000, they said, he went crickets.
They know.
Oh, wow.
Crickets. Never heard from him since.
Now, how do you deal with, or how have you ever dealt with trying to break that relationship off, quote unquote, or fire someone on your team? And how did that relationship?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. Even when I was in corporate America, I don't fire anybody. I promote them to customer. When people fire themselves.
Ho. You got to say that again, brother. You got to say that one more time.
So I don't fire people. I promote them to customer. And people fire themselves. So if you're not on board with the team, and some people might just want to quit. They may not be going the direction they feel like they need to go with. Fine, no problem. Don't do you. We're gonna be fine over here. So, and I think that when you have a strong-minded individuals, and my thing is that I would always get along. I would say this right now. Everybody watching TV. The only reason why I've lasted as long as I lasted, and my team has lasted, is because of me. Because I'm the buffer between everything. Because I see the big picture. Even we fight, we argue, we fuss. We do all that. But at the same time, you got to be able to overcome that. You got to be able to come back and apologize. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to discuss it like businessmen, like bosses. Because no one is going to be at work. You can't be yelling and cursing at your employee. You'll be terminated right on the spot. So that's all that disrespect is completely unacceptable. And only because I've had that corporate experience. I've supervised like 500 people when I used to be a district manager with BCBG and Sprint. And so I take all those skills that I've learned, time management skills, all those skills that I've learned over the years in corporate America, I literally utilize those skills now and run my business.
Wow.
So can I ask, how many people is on your team when you do these big parties? Not the partners in hand that put it all together.
Okay, all right.
But like, how many people do you have to have employed to run?
Absolutely. We have a security team about 25 to 30 security team. We have sound engineers, backline engineers. That's probably another crew about 8 to 10. We have frontline. We have our team. That's probably another 13 to 14, anywhere between 10 to 15. So I'll say about 40 employees altogether.
We got to partner up.
about 40 employees.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now, as far as your partners that you partner with, how many is it?
4.
Okay.
I just left with that's 4.
And that's your core that you already.
Yeah, those are my brothers. We done built this thing together,
Thick and thin.
through thick and thin, and so yeah, that's my core. Big shout to Mark, big shout to Chris, big shout to Steve and up Nux.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so that's my core. Now we're at a whole other level now. We, from contracts to now, I'm humble and I'm blessed. I know where we started from, and and dealing with hotels can be some of the hardest negotiations to deal with. They try to be for everything.
Talk to us about that.
So my first hotel that I ever booked was the Embassy Suites downtown DC, and I remember booking it, and I said, you know what, I feel like I arrived. It's 2 moments when I feel like I arrived. Like I used to go to the Positive Black Men Coalition's events back in the day. Big shout out to Stan Richards.
He was a guest.
All right, so every
Alumni, BS of Entrepreneurship alumni. Thank you, Mr. Stan.
yes, sir. So every Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, Mighty Elegance in DC, that was the biggest event. Okay, who you were, families, all the time. That was the biggest event to go to on Wednesday night. And so the latter part started to fall off a little bit. In my opinion, the quality of attendees, the dress code, we got away from the dress code, and it just wasn't as classy. It wasn't that event when you go to Georgetown and look for outfit, get a tailor, you want to look fly. And you kind of got away from that. With Timberlands and just kind of got away from it, in my opinion. And I stopped going because that's not I don't like going to events like that. So I said, you know what? That's when I started, and I was already doing black at the time. I said to myself, you know what? I saw a niche because people wanted it. I keep my eye through the street, my ears and eyes through the street. People complain about it. No disrespect to PBMC, but they complain about those events. I said, you know what? Here's my chance. So I started doing all black Thanksgiving weekend on a Saturday, and I started off, and like I said, the Embassy Suites. My goal is always to get to a hotel. Get to a hotel and hear my name on the radio. Like I'm saying, y'all remember 5 Heartbeats?
Yeah.
So the 5 Heartbeats, when they first came out, when they first heard their song on the radio, I was in the car and they heard the song on the radio. We on the radio. The first time I heard my event on the radio, I cried.
Oh, wow.
I cried. I was a dream about it.
Where were you?
I was in the car. And I was kind of heard it on 96.3 WHUR. I cried. It just felt good. I felt like I arrived. That's when I felt like I arrived. Like now we're on a different level. Now we're gonna capture a different audience. Now we're gonna see what the buzz is all about. All these nice events.
I'm here and I'm humble.
Yeah,
Here and I'm humble.
I'm here and I'm humble. And it's just literally, it was a really, really amazing feeling for me to that time. I remember that like it was yesterday. And then I started outgrowing hotels. So then when you start outgrowing hotels, and then hotels start contacting you, for your business. Then you become a VIP hotel. Then you got presidential suites. They got champagne waiting for you. They got bars waiting for you. They got food. They got whatever you want your suite ready for you. Thank you. And that's when I got it. That's when I understand. Okay, all right. I'm learning. I learned it. I'm supposed to get commission. Now I find out I'm supposed to get commission off your rooms we book.
When you say we're supposed to get commission, what do you mean?
So every time, like Floyd Mayweather made a comment one time when he had a fight in Vegas. He said, I want to get paid off all the hotels, the rental car company, I want to get paid everything, because everybody coming here because of me.
That's right.
That's
right.
So he worked out some deal with the state of Nevada. He's getting all kickback off all that. So I said, all these hotel rooms that we're spending money, I need to get a commission off of them.
As you should.
So now I get a commission off every hotel I book. Okay, whether it's Dubai, Miami, Dallas, Houston, Orlando, doesn't matter. I get a commission off every single hotel room that I book.
Wow, man, I never even thought about that. I never thought about that.
It makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
I would ask.
Right. So I remember when I first got one of the first big checks, got like $10K from a hotel in Miami. And I felt like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Because we get a compensation from that. And get compensated every venue I book, whether it be a club now, get a compensation off the bar. They get 100% in the door, get compensation off everything. Every single thing in the venue, I want to get paid off of.
Because most of the times they're gonna the hotel is gonna be sold out.
Yeah,
99.9% of the time.
And we book at this level now. We book like 600 rooms. We'll pay your white and for black. 600 rooms. Hotel only hold 800.
Right.
We could have booked all those, but some people already had the book in advance. We booked 800 rooms. So when you do numbers like that,
the whole hotel.
It's so many people that stay there because it's convenient. You can live a few miles up the road, but you're gonna stay there. You can drink, you can enjoy yourself, and all you got to do is go upstairs.
And you can pregame.
That's it. Yeah.
So I events like homecoming. I'll tell you why the reason why I like homecoming. Like the first homecoming I went to outside of Howard was GO, was North Carolina A&T.
Mm-hmm.
I was at that homecoming, and that homecoming was amazing. And they take over the Sheraton, and all the alumni, they in the rooms, they drinking, and they have food, they have music playing before they go out to the parties, whatever they're doing, but they in the rooms pre-gaming. So that same type of concept is the concept we use for our events. Everybody pre-game. And not only we have people coming to town from North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Houston, California, Chicago, Boston, Connecticut. We on a whole other level now. We got folks that literally travel just for our events. Because nobody in the country doing events like we do.
That is so true because you can tell off of what they have on. Sometimes you know they're not from the area.
We have folks from Memphis, just past Mississippi, Alabama, Houston, down all over to come to our events.
So now to get those people, was that organic or was that marketing?
I think it was years of. I appreciate your clientele.
Okay.
Because you know, back in the day, you used to get your telephone numbers. So you can text.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in VIP, everybody get your telephone number. You can send text messages out. So you go from text messages to the email. The email got strong. Email, then you go to social media. Now with the social media craze. Now when everyone buys a ticket on Eventbrite, I capture all those emails.
So that's how you did it. Because I'm on his email list now. Because I'm not even sure for your birthday party.
Right.
Was it free?
Yeah, the RSVP.
That's how I got on your email list.
Okay.
It was an RSVP through Eventbrite to come to the birthday party, and in order to go to get the ticket on Eventbrite, you have to give up your
Email address.
email. Boom, man.
Absolutely.
So do you do the birthday party every year?
For the past 5 years, I think I've done it. They've just kind of grown over the years. You know, my birthday parties, I've had it at Felt, MGM, I had it at W, Rooftop. I've had a lot of birthday parties. They kind of grown over the years.
When's your birthday?
August 30th.
Okay.
August 30th. And I don't charge anything. I just want everybody to come out and support me.
That's
and have
the
a
gift.
time.
So this is not for the podcast. And I know when you do your birthday party, if you want to do a smaller birthday party, let us know.
Okay.
A smaller one.
Okay.
Because we do a pool party.
How's he gonna do a small
Okay.
one? Because
because if we do one,
It-
Rich does that out.
Private.
It can be exclusive.
Okay.
Exclusive.
It can be exclusive and private. Yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely.
Exclusive and private.
Summertime too.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
'cause that's our last.
That could be his second
That's our
wind
last.
down.
That's our
Yeah,
That
that
could
last
be
would
his
be our
wind
last
down.
party for
We
this. That's
do
our last
a
party.
phone party.
A phone
Okay.
party.
Okay, I like
The
that.
bubbles and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the
And I
invitation.
missed it 2 years in a row because I wasn't in
Yeah,
town.
you
Okay.
Football
It's
games.
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do parties on a smaller scale.
Yeah, well, much more.
But
But we really like doing them.
Right.
So
So
I
that,
enjoy to see people smile and happy.
yeah.
You never know what a person going through in their life.
right.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna transition to talk about pink and white. I'm gonna cut you off.
No, because that's what I wanted to go to. That's what I want to go
So with pink and white breast cancer, when TV One told me that, informed the Radio One that your breast cancer is the largest for African Americans in the country. I mean, we do 1,000 people for us. It's not Susie G. Komen. You know, nothing wrong with Susie G. Komen, but the money goes to them. But I want to focus right here in our own community to get money back to the whole community. And there's a lot of us struggling, whether struggling in silence because they don't talk about it, because they may feel embarrassed or may feel like the end is to an end. They don't communicate with their family, and it affects the family members as well. So what we do, we give back monetarily. As far as we bring them on stage, give them checks, help with transportation, mammograms. We've also
That's nice.
we also partnered off with my girl Ramia in the past 4 years. She reached out to me, a personal friend of mine, and she wanted to do a runway for a cure. So we did like a fashion show of breast cancer survivors, currently women who had double vasectomies, and women who have literally have breast cancer now. Just make them feel good. You know, just empower them. They know they don't have to do it by themselves.
Right.
So if you are suffering from breast cancer or you have a family member suffering from breast cancer, reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Damon Scott on Facebook, or D Scott IBM, or Next Level Entertainment. My telephone number is 301-802-1182, 301-802-1182. If you know anyone suffering in silence right now, struggling with breast cancer, there's a community out there that we develop here in the DMV that we support each other. other women who survive breast cancer, go through breast cancer, and just one happy family, and family's everything. All right. So don't struggle in silence.
Don't struggle in
That's never
silence.
good.
Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. I just had to do that real quick.
Yeah. All right.
That was
So
great.
so now the pink and white party is when?
It's in August.
It's in August.
It's in August.
Is that your next big party that's coming up, or because I know you have some smaller venues that are coming up? Talk to us about that.
So I think that so we have a next venue coming up. Kentucky Derby is Saturday, May 6th. So we're gonna do the ultimate Derby day party. It's coming up. Details coming out soon. So that's gonna be maybe 1,000 guests, I think.
Okay.
That's considered smaller for me.
And now when you say a derby party, where is that actually at the
So the ink is still wet, but I can say it. You know, look, we're looking at the Laurel Racetrack. So they have live racing. We have indoor, outdoor for cigars, hookah, vendors. Oh, now it's gonna be Saturday, May 6th, right from 3 to 10 p.m. or from 4 to 10 p.m. Food, drinks, and celebrate that. Live racing will be till 4:30. So at Laurel Racetrack.
Okay.
And you can bet.
Been doing those?
And you can bet.
Because I remember that last year, and I was like, okay, what is this?
So a few years ago we started doing a derby party, Preakness, but Pimlico and Laurel Racetrack had the same owners. So they had to take their staff from Laurel Racetrack to take it to Pimlico for Preakness, and so they didn't have to have a council event because they didn't have staff.
Oh, okay.
So this is like I want to do something different. I like dressing up. You know, and I think the DMV will love dress up with their hats and put your heels on, the derby style. So that's what we're gonna bring. We're gonna bring you out derby style. And then after that, we'll be doing Miami, Black Hollywood, South Beach. It's gonna be June 15th through the 19th. And beautiful South Beach. I love Miami, baby. I love it. So our host hotel this year is not Lowe's. It's Fontainebleau. Also, we have Hotel Victor on Ocean Drive and Hotel Breakwater also on Ocean Drive. So a quick plug on Thursday, the famous welcome mix on the rooftop on Thursday. We have the Sunset Day Party on Friday. We have the mega all-white party. Everybody loves white party. Over 500 guests on the yacht. With open bar and food, cigars, hookah, bottle service, champagne, and you. Be there on Saturday. Okay, that's on Saturday in Miami. And then we have the pool party. Also Saturday night, Black Hollywood Smoke. It's going down at Solar Lounge on College Avenue. Black Hollywood Smoke for those cigar lovers. The cigar's huge right now. People love smoking cigars and hookah. So that's going down Black Hollywood Smoke on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, you have the finale of the pool party on Sunday. And then on Monday, new event alert on Monday, the Farewell Brunch and Day Party on Monday. Farewell Brunch.
So who's your
That's a
favorite
busy
airline?
Southwest?
I thought so.
Southwest.
Do you have
That's
to connect
what I'm
with them? Do you work anything out with them, or can you?
So if I do group flights, I do. I used to fly a buddy plane for Southwest because my ex was station leader for Southwest. So I used to fly all over with Southwest years ago. So but I like Southwest Airlines.
Man, so it sounds like I'm about to do some sit-ups. God,
I just sent you a request.
Okay, great.
Wow, I have to do some sit-ups, but now the derby, I think I can go out and give me an outfit for the derby.
Right.
I would love to do the derby.
So-
I saw some pictures from last year. I'm like, or it was either last year or year before. I don't remember. I'm like, oh, this is really cute. They had their little hats on.
Yeah, absolutely. You just rest up. And
Yeah.
you know, it's a good event. Live music, DJ, it's a good time. And out on a racetrack. I don't have a physical racetrack. You can bet on horses. And, you know, so I'm excited. It's something different.
Yeah,
I'm
for
excited
us.
about that. Yeah, exactly, for us, exactly. Something different.
I want to hear about this international travel.
Oh, well, I got you. Okay.
Ooh, come on, yeah, tell us about that. Come on, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put this one out right now for Dubai
In
and
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Let's do that one right now.
That would be great for the 5-5.
So actually, I have a lot of birthdays coming in, celebrating birthdays in Dubai in October. So Dubai, this is my third tour going to Dubai. First time I went to Dubai, I was completely taken away. We used a travel agency out of Manhattan, and you know I love my people. Sometimes some people don't pay on time. Some people don't always hit the payment time, but it's coming. They're communicating, and so the travel agency we was using, I was getting called. The lady we calling, she's rude to her. She's nasty. We ain't paying her the money right now. We say I pay it next week. If you don't pay this week, your trip will be canceled. And then she's threatening. So I didn't like that. I had to physically call her and tell her, look, these are my people, okay? All right, number one, this can be one and done. All right, number one, if they call you, I know how it works. I know the industry. They do not have to pay all the money right now. I know what the cutoff is at the hotel. All right, so they say they need a week, give them a week. Okay, and don't be rude to them. Be professional. So I literally said after that, I said, no, I'm not using no middleman no more.
Okay.
Keep in mind, so this is through my girl Sonia, which is fine, but I'm a boss, so and I do travel, I do hotels and everything, so I got a taste of it. So after that, I did it on my own. I got all my connections I needed to get. Cut out the middleman, and we have more of an enjoyable time.
Okay.
At a better price. Because they're gonna hit you for the year. Then when I did the numbers, they make almost $80,000, almost $100,000. Like what? They made crazy numbers. Like what?
Because they charge more.
Exactly, they charge more. And so after that, I did another trip by myself. It was a success. And now I had a third trip coming up in 2020 with COVID hit, so I had to cancel that. So let's talk about the future.
Yeah, come on.
Let's talk about the future. 2023, the Ultimate Dubai Experience, October 4th through the 13th. It's your boy D-Sky Broadcasting Live, baby. I'm here. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. I'm here. All right, so I have flights leaving out of Dulles International Airport and JFK in New York. And also, I have a group coming out of Houston, Texas. So we'll leave on that Wednesday morning. It takes 12 hours to get to Dubai, so we arrive Thursday morning to Dubai the next day. And so we have a list of things planned for you guys. And they're all-inclusive package. For 2 people, it's like $2,900. For 3 people, like $2,600. And for solo, like $3,700 if you go by yourself. We're staying at a beautiful property. I'm staying at the JBR. It's a Hilton Dubai. JBR.
You said $2,900 for 2 people.
A piece.
I remember.
A person.
$29 each.
Yeah.
Each.
Okay.
Yeah.
$20 each
Okay.
person.
And that's for the hotel, the
Airfare,
Everything.
your excursions,
Oh,
your food.
what kind of excursions we talking about?
Let's talk about excursions. So breakfast is included every day.
Uh-huh.
We got a dinner cruise.
Yeah.
We got a safari desert cruise.
Okay.
Safari desert. Go Doom Badge. You ride
I'm
camels. Okay, dinner's included in that as well. All right. Also, talking about excursions, we're gonna do a tour of Dubai.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna go to Burj Khalifa, it's the tallest building in the world. Burj Khalifa.
And you said this is $2,900 per person.
Airfare included. Transportation from the hotel.
No, I'm not going to be sure.
No, shush, because I already said it. I told you that was too much money. You didn't hear me.
We gonna talk about this
I
after
mean,
the
one
podcast.
of my friends is trying to do
We gonna do it.
one, and it's almost $5,000.
But I told you.
I don't wanna talk about- I wanna talk about it
We're gonna talk
now.
about this after the podcast.
Yeah.
Give me some more to drink.
Yeah.
So
I knew that was
on Thursday, because Thursday when you get to Dubai, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You'll be tired, jet lag.
Right.
So give you time just to relax. Thursday is actually a free day. Later on in the evening, we're gonna do a welcome mixer. I'm gonna probably do it at one of my favorite rooftops. Do a welcome mixer, and they have belly dance and a shisha to hold on. And then Friday kind of kicks off the excursions. We do a city tour of Dubai, the marina. We'll go to the Burj
You gotta
Khalifa.
take off.
We'll
I'm
go to the
I'm going
souks.
too. I'm going to treat myself for my 55th.
We'll go to Old Dubai, where you get silver, gold, spices, clothing, jewelry. It's amazing over there. It's called Old Dubai. So then we're going to spend time in Dubai Mall. Everybody likes to shop in Dubai. The famous Dubai Mall. Go to the mall on that Thursday. Give you like 2 hours, kind of do what you need to do. All right, if you don't back on the bus, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to forewarn you. Pay attention to your time. All right? Because you're over back to the hotel. But no, all jokes aside. After that, on Saturday, I think we do the Desert Safari. The Desert Safari on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I forgot what I got planned on Sunday, but on Monday, I know we do Abu Dhabi on Monday. The bus picks us up from the hotel, from the Hilton, JBR, which is on the beach. So Dubai has beaches. You don't have to cover up.
Wow.
You can wear a bikini, you wear your shorts. You don't have to cover up. You do water sports, jet skiing. You see camels on the beach, walking on the beach. And also, the location is an amazing location. A lot of restaurants, a lot of eateries, walk up and down. It's kind of like mini Vegas.
How's
A
the food?
lot of clubs. Food is great. It's great.
It's great.
So, but they got a burger.
Oh, amazing.
Drink kiwi, some type of breakfast juice.
I have had it. I have had
Because
it.
I hear that is just
I have
really
had
great
it.
drink, and I'm dying to try it.
I have had that kiwi.
Okay.
Also, speaking of breakfast is included in the trip every day.
Oh,
Your breakfast is included every morning.
Have you started paying?
Absolutely.
Oh, well.
I think I like 20 some people already.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's
Then you
just
got-
like
Like they got 23.
You got, then you got.
So with JBR, it's kind of like you can do whatever you want to do. You have your free day, free time. You do dinner in the sky. You do any type of excursion right there, right on the beach. You can do that. And also there's movie theaters, there's malls. You can go shopping. There's nightclubs. You want to go out to a nightclub, a lounge. Everything you want to do is right there.
So when do you have to wear, what is the thing called? It's hajj.
Okay, great question. All right, so when you get to Abu Dhabi, a lot of people think Dubai has all the money. Dubai doesn't have all the money. Dubai gets their money from Abu Dhabi. There's 7 Emirates, okay, and Dubai gets their money from Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi has all the money. That's what Dubai gets the money from the oil. They got enough oil to last them a quarter of a century. They have billions and billions of dollars of oil in a reserve tank. That's where they get their money from. And so the bus picks us up from the Hilton JBR, which, like I said, was on the beach, great location. It takes us. It's about 45 minutes, about an hour drive to Abu Dhabi. In Abu Dhabi, we go to this is the most amazing mosque. Okay, in Abu Dhabi, that's what you need to put the guard on. And when we go desert safari, you can buy it there, buy your own. But when we go to the mosque, they give you guard to put on. Because you cannot go in the mosque without being covered up. Can't do it. For women have to be covered up. All right, or you won't be able to gain access. But they'll give it to you while you get there.
Oh, okay.
So we spend time in the mosque, and then we're going to have lunch. Then we're going to go to Ferrari World. Then we're going to go to the largest mall in Abu Dhabi. We go to Old Abu Dhabi. We'll take a look where they sell in Abu Dhabi. And then we're going to go to the mall. It's a great trip.
I'm going.
Okay, well, yes, we can get the info. Because I can cross over and meet my friend.
While y'all doing that, I'm gonna get out 60 seconds.
Okay.
If I can meet my friend over there since the trip will cross over to hers, then I can.
When is hers?
So we're gonna break right now?
No. We're gonna
His is the 4th through the 13th, 4th through the
4th through 13th.
All right.
Yeah, and hers is the 11th through the 18th, something like that.
So before we we're gonna get into the 60 seconds of fire.
Okay.
And we're it's just rapid fire. We just get a question, you just off the top of the dome. But before we do that, let them know how to get their tickets to the next 2 events that you have.
All right, so what you can do, you go to Next Level ENTGroupDC.com. That's Next Level ENTGroupDC.com. You also can hit me up on Facebook or IG, D Scott IBM on IG, D Scott IBM on Facebook, David Scott on Facebook, Next Level Entertainment on Facebook, Black Hollywood, South Beach on Facebook, and Next Level Entertainment on IG. It's your boy D Scott. Just send me a text, 301-802-1182.
Wow. Do you post on all of those? How often do you post on those?
I post literally, when I have an event, I know we post like every other day.
Yeah.
Definitely every week.
On each one of those social media?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So what is this going to air? What is this airing?
This is going to air
This week?
No, next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Okay, good. All right, well, look, this week we got Neo down the air. We do air every Friday, Sofa Fridays. Every Friday at air from 5 to 2 a.m. at air. We get dinner, live music, hookah, cigars, and you. Hosted by Alvin Joy for 96.3 WHUR. So if you don't catch this week coming up every Friday at air.
There you go.
All right.
So we're going to do 60. Go ahead.
Are you what is it, a 501?
501c?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I was
Yeah,
just
I
wondering
got
because
you.
I know you do charitable things.
Yeah, so we use someone who is a 501c.
Oh, okay.
But that's what we do. That's something that we need to do, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
something
but
in the future.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
All right.
Okay. It's like 5 questions.
Okay, that's cool.
Are you more motivated to do things in your life because love, hate, or fear?
Love.
Love. Okay.
Yeah, he's mentioned that a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Love.
Yeah.
All love.
What is your biggest but in life? This would have happened, but, or I wish I would have been at this particular point in my life, but.
I will have to say when I was in high school, I feel like I was good enough to play D1, but I got hurt. Matter of fact, when I got hurt, West Virginia was playing University of Maryland that year, and their scouts were at my game. They see me on I was dressed, but I didn't play because of my ankle. So I think that I definitely would have took my career to another level if that didn't happen.
Okay. What do you believe your greatest invisible asset is? Meaning, we know assets are like cars, truck. Everybody have these, assets. But your greatest invisible asset, i.e., trust, love,
Integrity.
happiness. Ooh.
Integrity.
Okay.
I'm a man of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
And can I get 2?
Yes.
Integrity and empathy. So integrity and empathy is me all day, every day. You know, I'm a man of empathy. I care about people. I care about people's feelings. I care how I treat people. I care how people respond. I care about people in general. Because the love I have for my family. Big shout out to my family. Family's everything. I am who I am because of you guys. And to my family. And I'm a man of integrity.
The last two. Put these in order for me. Just based on what you believe.
Okay.
Meaning, variety or excitement, love, or we have love, excitement, variety, security.
All right, love, excitement, security. What was the other one?
Meaning.
Okay.
All right. And the last one. Life is about.
Life is about making an imprint and leaving a legacy of who you are as a man or woman. Life is about empowering others to be successful, especially if you are successful. Life is about love and peace, and just literally just showing everyone who if you get a chance to touch someone in a positive manner, a positive fashion, then touch them with no regret. And life, that's for me. That's what life is all about.
Well, I think you
I got one more thing. I got one more thing. Also, we about to wrap up. Can I say one? I'm gonna let anybody listen to the show real quick. Stay in your lane. Okay, I used to teach it to all my managers and trainees. All right, and track. Okay, you got. If anybody knows about the 100-yard dash, okay, you got 8 lanes in a 100-yard dash. Okay, everybody's goal is to get to the finish line. Whether it be the finish line in life, whether it be a finish line getting a degree, whatever your goal is in life, you get to the finish line. Everybody's finish line looks different. Okay, so you got lane 4 and 5. Lane 4 and 5 are the seated heats. Normally the fastest lanes. Okay, lane 4, lane 5. You got lane 3, lane 2, lane 1, lane 6, lane 7, lane 8. All right, stay focused in your own lane, your own destiny. The minute you look over here and see what's going on in lane 6, lane 7, lane 8, you will fall off course. You get disqualified. The minute you look over into lane 3, lane 2, and lane 1, you're no longer in the game. You lost the game. So stay focused in life and everything you got going on. Let other people take you off course. Whatever your goals and your dreams are, stay focused and reach your finish line. This is your boy D. Scott.
In your own
Yeah.
In your own lane.
Guys, whoo! Man, this thing has been in like an inferno today.
Wow.
It's like being an inferno. Well, we truly appreciate you, D. Scott.
Yes, we do.
This your partner, Frankie P.
This is Maria P.
Tracy P.
Hey, and this is the BS Behavioral Science of Entrepreneurship podcast. We're gonna see you guys on the next one. Remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, stay in your lane or you will be disqualified. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to change your life. Peace.
Yes.
Out of here.
Good stuff.